Hi, thanks for checking out this talk. We're going to focus a little bit on Have You Met Miss Jones? It has some really interesting changes, important kinds of changes, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But let's start out with doing a little playing on the tune. I'm just going to improvise over the changes, and I'll have a nice, easygoing tempo here. So let's get started with all that. Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about the tune, its structure, and all of that. And I'll mention, too, that I will have this released as a video to our members, a benefit to membership on the YouTube channel. So I really appreciate those folks who are watching it from the YouTube member area. Thank you for your support of the channel. We're really striving to grow here, so very much appreciated. So yeah, but also releasing as a podcast, of course, as you may be listening. So I'm going to keep it really listenable, and get a lot of value out of it. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Okay, so this is a really kind of important tune, must know kind of tune. We have a 32 bar form. You could kind of sum it into maybe an A, B, A, although there are some maybe minor differences between some of those. But check out the New Real book, not the New Real books, the Share Company publishing company standards real book for this tune. They have it laid out as A, B, C, A being 16 measures. Okay, so we land in key of F, and we go through kind of a 2-5. I would think of this as kind of a secondary dominant to the 2 chord. Okay, and then we kind of move over, kind of going through the circle of 5th. So back to the 3, or you might find some players might play the 1 there. And then we have the D minor, which is the 6th chord, and you might put in a, follow it up by a G7, so to form its own little bit of a 2-5. And I was using the changes, just kind of keep it a little interesting, this kind of sidestepping changes of A flat minor 7, D flat 7 to G minor 7, and C7 flat 9. So that would be the end of the first 8 measures. So the next few measures, or next 8 measures, I should say, follow a very similar pattern, but towards the end we're going to try to work towards the B section, which has the B flat. So it's going to the key of the 4 chord here. So we set that up by, rather than going to those G minor 7 and all that, or the alternate changes, we have to C minor to F7 flat 9, and then that sets up our 4 chord, or key of the 4, which is pretty common for tunes to go to that. But then we have some really nice, interesting changes here. We have a 2-5 in G flat, which is a major third away, the root notes, from the B flat. Okay, and then we go 2-5 in D, which is also a major third below the G flat. Okay, and then we go back to the G flat. So this is something that Coltrane later took on those types of key centers and used those in his album Giant Steps, and so this is something that could really help one with playing those types of changes as well. All right, so on this last section, I like to have that B flat in there. It's just a quick walk down to the 2, and then like this little movement on the C, B flat, to the A minor, D 9, G minor, C7 flat 9, to the F. So let's do a little more playing, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit more about extensions and all that as we go. But let's do maybe a little more playing, change up the rhythm section just a little bit here. Maybe increase the tempo, and I'll change the drums a little bit here for us. Okay, also mute my mic during these sections. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the extensions on this. You might make use of the C7 flat 9 on some of these dominant 7th chords. And I'm also using sharp 9s occasionally. But the flat 9 has a really nice sound that moves to the 5th of generally the chord that you're going to. So let's say in the case of D7 flat 9 going to the G minor, you have this E flat, and that gives you a strong resolution to the 5th of the next chord. So, right, so, okay. So that can also be used in various other parts of the tune. In some cases I played using a chord too, the C13 with a flat 9. I believe I also used F7 flat 9, sort of sound going to the B flat as well. So some nice opportunities to move through and use the flat 9 sound. The sharp 9 and flat 9 together also work really nicely. So a D sharp on the C7, or D flat, or kind of both. I don't think I necessarily played this line, but another one that is kind of nice is, so let's say you're going from F7 to the B flat, to play the flat 9 followed by the sharp 9, and then the flat 9 to the resolving to the 5th of the B flat chord. So that's a nice effect as well. All right, everybody. Well, let's do maybe tiny bit more playing, and then I'll wrap it up here. But sure, leave a comment and or any questions, and hope to be doing a live stream for the YouTube channel tomorrow afternoon. So be sure to check that out if this date hasn't already passed. But all right, let's do a little more playing here. everybody. Well, thanks so much for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the member area. And also leave a comment, leave a question, and I'm going to really dial up the live streams and stuff coming up here soon. So thanks again for checking this out. I'll see you all in the next one.